Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Mom Q&A with Mamas Uncut, where we answer your anonymous questions about parenting, motherhood, and relationships. Again, we have Lisa and Mindy with us. Hey guys.
Hey,
We ready to give some advice?
as always.
All
Not
right.
that everyone wants our opinions, but
Let's get to it. Hi, I'd like to remain anonymous. My husband and I have been married for 19 years. We have two boys, ages 16 and 7. We were separated for a year last year. I left the house because he drinks too much and is always accusing me of being unfaithful. I just got my bachelor's degree in December. I came back home in January and things didn't change much between us. Last month, I went over to his phone and found messages on his phone from other women. Some were dated from the time we were separated, and one from March. I confronted him, and he said they were just friends. And I told him we don't have friends we call baby. I'm only staying with him for now till I get a job and he can support my boys and me. Am I wrong for being upset? He now keeps his phone at his mom's house after work, so I won't see it. Do I have a right to see his phone?
okay.
Sounds
Well,
like everything's
There's
just
a lot to
wow.
unpack here.
there's a lot in there. There's
A lot.
yeah, a lot to unpack. So she's admitting she's only staying with the husband until she gets on her feet. And kudos to you for A, not tolerating the drinking, B, finishing your education and putting yourself in a position where you can stand on your own 2 feet. Like, that's fantastic. And since nothing's really changed between you and your husband, I mean, doesn't she kind of already have the answer, especially if he's drinking too much? Like, from my perspective, this text string and what he's doing with the phone is just a distraction.
Yeah.
The real end game or the real goal is to go execute the plan that you pretty much laid out in the beginning of the question.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, I get it. 19 years is a long time to be married to someone. And of course, it's hard when that marriage falls apart and then someone moves on before you do. I get that pain. But to me, it sounds like you made up your mind. You're going to leave once you're able to leave. So why even stress yourself out by looking at his phone? Like, I think for me, it's just, okay, he's talking to other women. It's just not a relationship you need to be in anymore. And that you're going to leave eventually. So to me, it's just, don't put that burden on yourself. Just do your best to let it go.
Yeah. I mean, she does need to start to, if it's a moot point, right? I feel like she's going to make the same decision no matter what at this point. I feel like they've moved past where they are trying in their marriage and she's done. She's taken big steps to leave this marriage. I mean, It sounds like she went and got her education simply to leave her husband, which I think tells you a lot. She's been thinking about this for a long time. And I think that maybe she still feels some, not ownership,
Guilt.
attachment to him.
Yeah.
Because they've been married for a long time, right? But I think it's time that she lets that go because he obviously is in the same headspace as her and they're just not engaged in their relationship anymore. I think it's a waste of her energy, which her energy is probably going to be really strained and really she needs to reserve it for things that are important, like her children and getting a good job. And so I'd tell her to just focus on things that you can control, and that's you and your relationship with your kids, and get a job. I think that like the longer you stay there, the more complicated and weird this is going to be. I mean, if the relationship's over, it's over, and just do what you can as quickly as you can and move on.
Well, and look, this is not going to be, while it's definitely going to be more difficult for the 7-year-old than the 16-year-old, this is not going to be shocking to them because they've already seen what life was like with you guys separated. And while it was hard, I'm sure that they were getting through it. And the instability of the in and out from the parent side is actually far more challenging for the kids than just more of a clean break, right? And
Yeah, and the alcoholism too.
yeah, I mean, having grown up with an alcoholic stepdad, living in that environment and how my mom handled that behavior, because she was equally crazy, right? My mom's classic codependent, and so they fed on each other, and it created a house full of chaos. And unclear whether that's happening here, but it's very easily the case where his alcoholism is creating behaviors and activities and dysfunctions with everybody else around. That's tough on the kids, right? Like at this point, it's kids first.
Yeah.
You're ready to be on your own 2 feet, and as one single mom to another, like, it's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
So you can enjoy and have a great life and be a single mom.
Yeah, you also bring up a good point, like in terms of just letting it go when it comes to his phone. Like that's just another fight that you don't have to have around your kids.
Yeah.
You're just saving the kids in that situation.
Just mentally drop it.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, guys, don't forget to send us your anonymous questions and we'll be back next week. Thanks.